Hey guys, welcome back to my playthrough of the Cravers with Endless Space 2, and we are going to start with episode 1 on turn 2. I like it. So we're actually only one turn away from xenobiology, so we'll be able to get that farm started and get the population growing and just branch out. And it looks like we're about to move in. I didn't notice this before, but we're about to run into the Blue Empire very, very early in this game. So that's going to be great for us because we're going to be very aggressive. Hopefully it's a race that's going to be a little bit easier to just roll over. Oh, it's the Sophons. Oh man, they're going to love me. I'm going to eat them alive. So every time you run into another race, you get to learn more about their home planet. And there are a bunch of actually unique planets that you'll read about, including Auriga, for those that are familiar with Endless Legend. So Auriga is actually here in this game, and it has this great little, summary of what it is and what its history was about. But we're not going to read it, because we don't care, because with the Cravers, we're going to eat things. Already finding stuff. This is great. We're going to eat them so badly. Alright, let's go ahead and move up away from them just a little bit, because we're not quite ready to consume them. It does kind of suck that they're right there, because that means we're going to be fighting over planets. And we can't really fight too much right now because that's something I didn't mention last time, was the ground attack research isn't until Era 2 right here with survival suits. Now this might change, especially with balance, the balance updates that they'll undoubtedly have through early access, but yeah, for right now, Era 2 is where you find ground battle actions, so you won't be able to invade anybody until we get there. But that might change. I'm hoping it changes, because I feel like I should be able to just invade from the very get-go. Especially as the Cravers. So let's come here and figure out where we're going. So we're going to Xenobotany, like we said, the overclocked engines. We'll get some extra movement points. The Academy power. So as I said before the last episode, each time the Academy reaches a new level, the various heroes that come out of the Academy are at that level. So each time a hero comes out of the Academy, it'll be a level 2 hero. Alright, so let's go ahead and move our ships here and see where they find. Oh, I found Auriga already. That's freaking awesome. So just like I mentioned a minute ago, you can find Auriga. And it's not the only unique planet in the system. So every time I've played this, I've found a new unique system, or unique planet in a system. So I've had 6 or 7, moderate length playthroughs. So that's at least 6 or 7 unique planets. But yes, Auriga's already here. That's great. Let's take a look at it. Oh, and it's all icy and stuff. It's a huge ice planet. Oh my god. It makes me want to go play Endless Legend. So great. I love the lore. I love all the backstory to this game. It's just fantastic. Let's go ahead and send a probe and see what's there. Single moon anomaly. So that +1 population slot on planet, +1 industry per person on planet. And then you also get some, we got some science. Hell yeah. Alright, so let's push this guy through up to this star lane here. And as you can see, we're kind of paving our way through the fog of war. That like crystalline fog of war there. Crystalline, whatever. Banana. I don't think that's what they say. But whatever. Alright, so we've completed our overclocked engines, which is great. And we've also started our race quest. So yeah, fantastic. Trouble. Craver scouts out in the colonies have pinged the homeworld about a mysterious ship harassing your defenses. This wouldn't be out of the ordinary except for one thing. It's one of yours. Craver ships do not turn against their own kind. We must take action. So we can either send a fleet to destroy the Craver vessel, which will give us 50 titanium, which is pretty darn good because the titanium we can use to increase or to upgrade our ships and stuff. Or we can go to religious, and I want to say that's deciduous trees or just whatever it's called. There's a resource, and I wish the mouse over was there for it, but it's not. But that looks like a luxury resource that I don't remember the name of. And if we go through and we actually use the fleet action guard and block this mysterious ship around a system, we'll gain that. I'm going to use industry because I think the 50 titanium would be fantastic. So yeah, we're going to send a couple ships over there to destroy it, which I like. It's like a fitting start to our militaristic win here. So we have National Museum, which is going to help us get, or I'm sorry, the Academy Embassy would just help us get some more heroes, but I'm not sure that I really need to do that yet. What I want to do is we have 5 Hyperium, so let's see why we have 5 Hyperium. Is that because we gained it somewhere, or is that because we get it from this planet? Nope, we don't get it from this planet. So we don't really want to make that choice yet, although we're going to go for the 50 titanium at the quest. So let's go ahead and use this. This is basically the technology that's going to help us upgrade our ships right out the gate. Let's do it. All right. Send more. Oh, we've got something there. Oh no, that was just us. So there's a little weird graphical glitch where right before your ship gets to a system, it looks like it's already there. So occasionally I get caught off guard by it. Let's send the colony ship up, because I have a feeling it's going to be going right where this ship is going. And then let's send him up as well. We'll kind of triangulate here and see what's up here. Hopefully we can find a colonizable planet soon. Oh wait, there's 2 right there. That's perfect. I didn't even see that. And because it's because they're tundras, and we just researched tundra planets. Yep. All right. Well, good start. So we'll head out right there as soon as we can. As soon as this guy gets wherever he's going, we're gonna do that. And again, this is Alpha 2, so there are going to be some graphical glitches. The performance isn't super great. I have a pretty powerful system. Nothing super top of the line with this particular computer, and I average about 40 frames per second, which I think is pretty good. Occasional drops to about 25, 30, but for the most part, it's like 40 to 60. So we found the Calgeros, which is a minor faction, brand new to this game, and they are pacifists, so they're going to kind of like us. And by that, I mean they're going to hate us because we're totally warlike. And we're going to kill them. They're going to be our first victims. There's no doubt about that in my mind. So hopefully we'll figure out where their home planet is. And we will... Oh, look, we've already explored 20% of the galaxy. That's because we have a small galaxy. So fret not, my friends. Fret not. They're not all this small. And here is our minor faction. So you can see it's kind of a hard color to see. I'm hoping they revisit that color because it's very difficult, especially from like here. You can hardly see it, especially when it's in that like brown gray as it is. So maybe they'll figure out a better color. Maybe yellow, because I remember yellow from the minor factions. And no, because they've got some stuff. They've got yellow stuff in this game too. I don't know, but they need to figure out a better color because that's hard to see. Anyways, so that is the minor faction, and we will be declaring war on them eventually, and killing them, and consuming them, and taking their planets, because that's what we do. And we found nothing there worth anything, so the slicer might end up moving back to the home system here, so we can use that I think it was it was a morale bonus. We'll come back and use that and grab a morale bonus from that ship being in that system. So in the meantime, we're going to get that colony ship over here and colonize those 2 planets. And we've completed the Xeno-industrial infrastructure. Very good. We'll get sustainable farms going and just build more people. And we need to get people out. We need to do this. We need to... I mean, we're only 9 turns away from being completely depleted, which is not good for us. So we don't have much time. We need to make things happen. Alright, so we've got a hero level up. We'll be able to actually use a skill point, which is great. Now, there's a few different ways we can do... I was talking about doing this here, which is the 10 industry on system, which is a really good... It's a pretty good level 1 skill. And it also gives +5 food on system per planet. So let's do that. I'm not even going to consider other things. We're going to do that one. And it looks like asteroid field Iris 04395 was discovered. If you actually have that within your influence, your sphere of influence, and I'll show you what I mean by that. This sphere here, if that particular system with this asteroid here is in your sphere of influence, you'll gain 50 industry. So it's a pretty cool thing to have in your system, in your influence sphere. So we'll see if we can do that. Especially if we take over this minor faction, we'll be able to use our influence sphere out. It's a good setup. We're gonna work for that. All right, so this is also I think I kind of touched on this in episode 0, but this is a game that's like super focused on population. So you really want to make sure that you're seeing this particular screen pretty often. And the thing is too, as you interact with more minor factions, more major factions, you will gain population from other minor and major factions. So this kind of gives you an idea of who you might see eventually. I'm guessing that this is somebody we see, because there's a Craver right there, and there's a Sophon. There's some humans. There's Lumeris. I bet you this thing is coming eventually. Whatever that thing is. It looks pretty cool. But yeah, so you'll have a bunch of different population types, and each of the population types have their own strengths and their own weaknesses. So like these guys here, if you get them within your group, the obedient flock, they actually give you plus 20 morale and systems per hero assigned, and they're pacifists. So if you end up bring them in, they have relationship decay drops and relationship point increases for minors. So I mean, each time you get populations or population points groups from various factions, they bring something new to the table. They all bring something different and new and exciting and unique. So oh yeah, we totally don't want to do that. So we've got the unstable isotopes ready to go, and we're going to upgrade our ships as soon as we get some more titanium from that one quest we've got. There's a few different ways we can go right now. So we could probably do impervious bunkers, but the problem with increasing our manpower right now is that we're not anywhere close to being able to invade people. However, if we get it started now, we'll have manpower maxed out by the time we get there. And then on top of that, we'll be able to regenerate our manpower quicker. More quickly. There we go. I figured it out. But there's a bunch of other things that we could do in the meantime too. So you can use warp drive here, which is going to unlock free movement in all ships. I didn't mean to actually click on that. We can increase our probe vision range and the durability up here, and in all of these here you can actually gain access to different planets as well. So here's the atoll, here's tropical, here's the boreal. Let's take a look to see if there's any of those particular planet types around. There's tropical right there, so we might go for that tropical. Was it tropical or jungle? It's tropical. So that'll give us free movement, which is great, and we get tropical planet access. So let's do that, because that'll help us expand further, because that's really going to be the game here, is just pushing out quickly and consuming everything. All right, so let's push out, and we're going to be able to... Oh, no. All right, we're going to need to retreat. So the problem is that's the pirates that we're actually supposed to destroy with our fleet. We're going to take a little damage as we retreat and get our colony ship the hell out of there. And we'll need to bring our attacking ship, the first ravaging horde, which sounds pretty badass, and we're going to send them over here. We should be able to win this battle with just our normal slicer against the one pirate. I'm pretty sure it's only one pirate, so we should be able to win that, assuming that we choose the right strategy. So we'll show you that once we get there. So let's keep pushing. You know what I'll do at this point, since we found a few colonizable planets, I'm just going to set him on auto explore and let him move around and figure out where all the planets are. And once he figures or finds all the planets within this connected star lane area, they'll let me know that he can't move any further, and we'll start using the probes there to push out and show where the fog of war is. So beyond that, let's go ahead and keep going. Yeah, our main goal really is to take this next step with the quest and send a fleet to destroy the invading Craver vessel. Which is what we're doing, man. And it might actually work out, because we're going to get rare earth foams here. Oh, and the academy is discovered in Pegasus. Where is that? Is that over here? Alright, so that's pretty far away from us. Let's see what kind of planets are there. Steps, which is something we can research pretty quickly. Definitely don't have that. Oh, large steps. So, oh, very good. So there's just a bunch of steps planets. So we could actually use that as, I think... No, it's not a tier 1. I think it's a tier 2. Yeah, there it is. So, Era 2, our steps, we'll be able to use that quickly and move over to Pegasus once the time is right. But I think what's great is that the colony ship should actually move up this way. We'll be able to get those tropical planets right in time for rare earth foams to be researched. Look at that score. The Sophons are actually beating me in score. Not for long though. Took me a little longer to find that second colonizable planet, but we'll get it done. And we're only 6 turns from being depleted. We need to move fast. We need to do it. Alright. Oh, it's perfect timing. Perfect timing! I love it. Ooh, okay, hello, Lumeris. Oh, and the Vodiani. Alright, so we found both of them. I'm gonna guess they're over here somewhere. Oh, we're all in one system here. And it's actually owned by the Sophons. So they've probably got so an outpost is how you start a colony. And during the time that you have an outpost, any other colony or any other faction can settle an outpost in that system, except for this one because there's only one planet, and pretty much fight for control of that planet or that system. So if there was, let's say that this was this system instead, and the Lumeris, which are the green ones, they also settled an outpost here. You kind of use, well, you do use your dust as influence, and I believe manpower as well, and you can fight for control of that system through figuring out how to colonize it faster, which is a really cool system. I like it a lot. I don't know how often it's going to be used, but I still think it's pretty cool. So if I saw that and I was like, oh no, it can't happen, send my colony ship there and just, had a bunch of influence to create, a lot of propaganda and excitement about colonizing that place, that would just be really cool. It could happen. I think it's a possible gameplay mechanic that would work out. So here we go, and we're looking at 2 different planets that are pretty much identical, except that 5 science over here. And that's really the only difference. There's 5 science over here, so we're going to do this one instead of this one, just for the exact reason. For the only reason. And there we go. So this is our outpost, and here we are. So you can you can see that it is a manpower, dust, or influence requirement. And it just basically encourages people or encourages your population to move there faster. We're going to use dust because we have quite a bit of it right now. And what is it? We spread the word. We're going to basically gain a growth bonus on this outpost for every system you control. Probably isn't going to be too much. Yeah, it's only 2 turns difference. But it's 2 turns difference. 2 turns faster than it would have been. So, oh yeah, we got research to be done. Research to be had. Yeah, so we just finished the rare earth foams. So we've got the colonized tropical and now free movement. We could use this, the public-private partnerships, which will increase our science output. We can also do it here too. But we're warlike, right? So we're trying to kill people and stuff. So we have this here, which we're allowed to buy out construction, and it also increases our dust. So I think that's a good start because we've got a good start with dust going already. And I think being able to generate a lot of dust and buy a lot of ships so that we can continue to consume people is a next best thing beyond having a great industry infrastructure. So we'll probably end up joining this one next so that we can continue our industry. So yeah, good game plan. I like it. And already our points have gone up. So, oh, look at this. So pacifists are actually starting to gain support in my empire, which is crazy. Because we're like militarists, and all I've talked about is wanting to consume everything. Now, that's actually determined based on my choices. So not only the kind of things that I'm building, but eventually as quests build up, or as quests appear, depending on my choices, will determine the kind of stuff, the kind of influence that political parties start having in my empire. So we'll come back to here and I'll show you, like if I build the cerebral reality, no, maybe not this one. Let's come back and I'll show you actually something else. Like this particular research or particular research topic. If you look on the lower left, it says political impact and it has an increase in pacifists. And that's probably why I probably had a couple of these that have increased my pacifists. This one didn't. What else did we do? We did the xenobotany. That one didn't. The xenobiology. That one didn't either. It did actually had an ecologist political impact, but I'm surprised that the pacifists have gained some sort of ground in my empire. Screw you, pacifists. You don't even know what you're doing. Oh, so here's another great... Oh, this is the Lumaris civilization's home planet, so it is a unique planet. And it looks like we've gained more population. A Mavros. So that is actually a minor faction that has come to my place. That's part of... I start off with Mavros as a population, and it looks like they're also propagating too. So they have a political opinion of +10 to industrialists. So I'm really surprised that pacifists have started to take over. All right. Looks like we've got a hero level up. We'll go ahead and use that to probably put another skill point in this, because that's +20 industry per system and +10 food on system per planet. That's a really good start. We're about to lose quite a bit because as we deplete that system, our Fidzy's just gonna drop. New minor faction discovered, the Dayuvans. Dayuvans? Yeah. We're also gonna eat them. They're pacifists as well. They also have the art of science, which is -10% science on technology costs, so technologies would be a lot easier to get to. But we're gonna kill them, so it doesn't matter. And we'll go ahead and build the drone network, which will give us +5 of both industry and food. And then we'll start building some ships, some warships. Especially if this doesn't turn out as well as I hope it does. This might be a good place to end this episode too. So let's go ahead and watch this. We're going to use the slicer to actually... so this is something we haven't talked about yet. The battle plans. They're kind of similar to the battle cards that we're playing out in Endless Space 1. But it's more of a general plan of how you plan to attack or defend. And not so much, random cards that you use and hope that it, you counteract the other fleet's actions. It does work similarly in that fashion, but it's not quite the same. And you basically want to play to the strengths of your fleet. In this case, the slicer is a close-up attacker. As you can see, range efficiencies in the lower left. It has a medium 50% or short 100%. So it's really good at closing a distance, or it really needs to close a distance and attack at a short range. So we're going to do interlock, which is going to bring it up. Okay. Various ship hulls have various battle plans that they can use, and in this case, the interlock one is probably going to be the best bet against the third alien force here, which is the pirates that we've been told to go out and attack. Now, as you can see here, they're very good at medium distance. They're down there is 84% range efficiency, which means that they might beat me before I can get in there, which wouldn't be so great. But let's go ahead and see how it goes out. As you can see, actually, they're closing in on me too, which is not a good idea for them. They're going to come into short range, which they're not very good at. So they gambled wrong here, which is good for me. I'm hoping that means that we're going to crush him. It sounds like the sound effects aren't quite... I don't know if I turned them down too low. Oh, no, they're there. Okay, cool. But yeah, so the great thing about this is that they've changed a few things here. You can use auto camera, a free camera, or eventually an overview camera. You can use scan, which is sort of like an RPG scan system, like how you scan various enemies in an RPG, and it shows you their hit points and their strengths. So this is Slicer is an assault hull class, and it has 555 out of 555 hit points left. And we're gonna keep an eye on that scan. Before the battle actually started, you could see where down here in the lower left it said skip to action, so you can skip right to the battle action, which I really appreciate as well. You can hit pause or space to pause it. Is it gonna pause it? There you go. So it's paused. Is it paused? I thought it space. Space is supposed to pause it. Oh no, I think it's actually pause. The button pause will pause it. I don't have a pause button on my laptop, which is crazy. But you can use plus and minus to speed up. So there's some things that aren't really in the UI that you can use to speed up, pause, and slow down the battle. I'm assuming that the UI will probably eventually come since there are hotkeys for it. And it looks like I'm losing. I really think I'm losing here. Yeah, 33 out of 500. Oh, I'm dead. And it does seem like the sound effects are a little out of whack right now. But again, this is alpha, so I lost. I lost bad. Even though I chose the right strategy, and yet they were able to close in on me and take it out. So the problem was that they're just so good at medium, and they're actually just a more powerful ship. 39 to my 36. I don't know why they won that well. So one thing that I've asked, and hopefully will be implemented, is that we get a little bit more after action information. And as a VIP, hopefully I've got enough of their ear to kind of influence that a little bit. But I think a lot of us VIPs have felt the same about getting some more information after action, after battles here. So hopefully we'll see that, because I really don't know why I lost that. It looked closer on paper than it ended up being in real life. So, boo! I hate losing. All right, so we've gained our level 3, and we knew that, and we're moving on to drone networks. We're actually leading in score, which I'm pretty surprised by, because we're not doing as well. I mean, especially after that battle, we didn't do as well as I'd hoped. And great, look, we can actually recruit a new hero. Let's take a look at why we would choose various heroes. I don't like the cloned heroes here. So like in this case, we already have Arista Libera, and this is something that I think is probably just here for the time being. Eventually, I'd like to see the cloned heroes, much like Endless Legend, where you could get 2 or 3, even 4 of the same hero. I'm hoping that you won't see more than 1 of the same hero in Endless Space 2. But let's look and see what we're looking at. Again, they're all usually equipped with unique ships. I think, again, this is early access, so some of that content's not here. But this is a militarist hero, this is a religious hero, and this is an industrialist hero. This is an adventurer, so they're actually really good at exploration and science output. This guy's an admiral, so he's very good at fleet battles and industry output, and the same with the other one. I'm going to go ahead and choose Oro Nerfried, because I've never seen him before, and he looks cool. And I'm interested to see how the adventure class works. I'm going to give him an exploration ship and see how that works. See if his bonuses to that exploration ship are noticeable and cool, because I've never done it before. I think this is... No, that's not my exploration ship. My exploration ship is way over here. So I can't do it while he's so far away from me. And he's also in a warp lane, so he won't be able to get a hero right now. Wonder how far away we are from... Alright, so we're only 3 turns away. I can use 75 influence to actually increase or decrease the amount of time. I might actually be able to push it. It doesn't look like I will. Let's go and try it. So we use 75 influence to what? To get it down to 2 turns? Aw. I was hoping for... It might actually... Yeah, I was hoping that it would only be 1 turn, but we decreased it by 1 turn. Yay! See, alright, he does have a skill point available, so let's use that. And we'll use something like this. This is great. +2 experience per turn on fleet and +1 vision range on ship. So that'd be great for somebody who's an adventurer. We'll get him out there. We'll get him out to that exploration ship ASAP. Great. So we've completed the drone networks. We could do intergalactic supermarket, which will give us plus 25 dust. But I really want to take out that pirate group. So we're gonna do 2 slicers and go crush them. Hopefully go crush them, because they totally took out that first ship like it was nothing. And that makes me sad. All these pacifists, go away. Go away. Oh, I keep forgetting to do that. I wish there was I wish I wasn't so focused on talking. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do this one, because it'll give us a Hyperium capture, which is great. So we'll allow exploitation of Hyperium, and it'll also give us plus 3 industry per person on each of our planets. And we're going to be industrialists. That's really our goal, is to build ships, kill people with them. And we've actually colonized system on Atlas, so that's great. Yay! Our outpost has become a full-fledged colony, and we're going to start with Xeno industry. Get our industry going. And we have colony here, but we can also colonize this one right here. Let's take a look and see what the life form is, because sometimes those life forms are bad, other times they're very good. So let's also do a signal here and queue those up. And as you can see, this planet starts off healthy, so 120 turns worth of healthy planet before we deplete it completely. All right, half of the galaxy is already explored, so you can kind of see what the galaxy looks like. We'll be able to probably dive into here a little bit, but I have a feeling that one of these arms is not going to be completely attached to the star lanes here, so we'll have to send out probes, see what it's all about. Ooh, and it looks like the Vadyani are really tearing it up. So their gameplay mechanics kind of radically changed over the last couple builds. Their new gameplay mechanics are awesome, and it looks like the UI plays them a lot better too. What you guys doing, huh? What is that? It's an exploration ship. So we'll let you go. We'll let you do your thing there, so fun. But stay around these waters too long and I might destroy you. Alright, so we're really just killing it in dust here. We're gonna have to start using that dust. Especially since we can buy out... Oh, we don't need to yet, but we can start buying out ships and stuff with that kind of dust power. That dust power! Alright. As soon as this turns over, we're going to go ahead and combine these 2 ships, merge them, and it looks like they are actually sending out a probe. Really weird spot to be sending a probe. Such is alpha. Such is alpha. Let's go ahead and build this intergalactic supermarket, and that way we can continue our dust dominance. I like it. Dust dominance. Let's create a new fleet. Send that new fleet to this here system, and we're gonna take out these pirates. Hopefully. Good God, I would suck. I will suck. I do suck if I can't beat these guys. And it looks like we have another research to queue. So I tend not to queue up too many research topics, because it depends on really where I am gameplay wise. Like I tend to choose my research based on my goals and anything that might pop up. So according to this, we are the dominating force. I don't know if that's really the truth, to be honest. I hope it is. We're both very good at short distances. He's still very good at medium, but our combined force is much stronger. Each of us have 36 attack and 48 defense. This guy only has 39 attack and 34 defense. I really should be able to win this battle. So we're going to hit the fight button. We're going to watch it. He's actually going to try to keep it at a long range, which is not good for me. And we're going to skip to the action. Let's hope. Let's hope it works out for me. Like, he's already hitting me. It's crazy. Yep, already getting hit. Come on. Let's do this, Slicers. It's 2 against 1. It really should be an easy fight. I mean, I'm supposedly even better at this than they are, too. Although I am whittling it down, that's very good. There's definitely some sound effect issues here. My apologies. I'll try resetting it all in next episode, and we'll probably get some better sound effects. You can kind of hear it trying to do it, but it's not really. Oh, I did it. I destroyed it. Very good. Decisive victory. All right. All right. And this will be a great place to end this episode. It's been a long episode. I didn't expect it to go this long, but things just kept happening and I got excited. So, good kill. Your fleet watches wordlessly as a Cravers ship crashes to the planet surface. Explore the planet Gnos 1 to find the wreck. So, trouble. Craver scouts out in the colonies have pinged the... Oh, wait. We already talked about that. So, once we complete this next objective, we'll get Cravers Blocus. I don't know what that is. I've actually never played as the Cravers. So this is a good opportunity to branch out and to show you guys good gameplay. Well, maybe not good as in like skilled, but good as in interesting. All right, so what I'll do is I'll leave that particular decision for next episode. And yeah, we've got some good stuff going. Stick with me a whole weekend as I continue to make episodes and put them out on my new channel. Let me know if there's anything that I can do to be a better YouTuber and a better commentator as I play through. And if there's anything you guys want to see in particular, please let me know, because like I said, I've had some experience with this game. I'm no expert by any means, but at least I kind of have an idea of where things are and how things work out. In the next episode, we'll definitely be editing our ship design to create something that create ships that use the titanium. So we'll be able to, in fact, I'll do that real quick because I keep adding things to this game, so why not? We'll go ahead and edit it and you can see it real quick. Be able to use the improved high plating, basically good plating, and then you can use the, what are they called, something slugs, improved high eye slugs. So then they start shooting like tiny titanium slugs, basically. Yeah, the sounds are definitely off because that usually makes sounds. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and apply that, and we'll be able to upgrade these guys. We'll be able to retrofit them once they come back to a system. So, good stuff, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And again, like if you have any input or want to see something, let me know. But until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next episode.